Hey, this is Pastor Laf. Thanks for joining me today. It is Tuesday. And as you can see, I'm in my office. Looked at yesterday's video. I looked like Moses or something. Glistening white hair. We're in Psalm 55 today. And I'm going to start in verse 8. The previous 7 verses were about David saying, Lord, hear me, because people they're speaking horrible things about me. I'm in fear of my life to a degree. And I just want to get out of here. Let's pick up in verse 8. Verse 8 says, I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go around it on its walls. Iniquity and trouble are also in the midst of it. Destruction is in its midst. Oppression and deceit do not depart from its streets. For it is not an enemy who reproaches me, then I could bear it. Nor is it one who hates me, who's exalted himself against me. Then I could hide from him. But it was you, a man my equal, my companion, and my acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked to the house of God in the throng. Let death seize them. Let them go down alive into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. As for me, I will call upon God, and the Lord will save me. Evening and morning, and at noon I will pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. He's redeemed my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many against me. God will hear and afflict them, even he who abides from of old. It says Selah there, and I'm going to stop right where it says, let me finish verse 19. Because they do not change, therefore they do not fear God. But Selah is where we're going to stop. I'm going to come back and pick this up. But listen to this. David said, man, if I could get out of here, I would run from this storm. And then he begins to say things, and just consider this. David is here. He is in the midst of this city, and he's looking. He says strife is everywhere. Destruction, iniquity, trouble. It's in the street. Deceit is in the street. Now, I believe that we could take this and make this figuratively, make it figurative, and let it talk about maybe things in our lives and how people seem to be against us. I think sometimes it also could imply what we see in our cities. Lord, if I could just get out of this city, if I get out of this place, it looks so bad here. It looks so much greener somewhere else. And I think we can sometimes allow wickedness and destruction and ugly things to define what we need to do, where we need to go. But listen to this, because this is powerful. Really, there's several messages in this, if you'll listen. It's not an enemy who reproaches me, verse 12. I bear it. Nor is it someone who hates me, but it was you, a man my equal, my companion, my acquaintance. Verse 13. We walked to the house of God together. Listen to this. David is saying, what hurts me so badly? If it's just me standing against an enemy, I can do that. I can handle that. But this is someone that's close to me, that I love, that I care about. We worshiped God together, and you've turned against me, and you've created turmoil in the street or turmoil in my house. And so here we are, and I don't understand what's wrong with you, why you've done this. Have you ever felt betrayed by a close friend? Betrayal comes in all forms, it really does. And probably varying degrees, I'm sure. But there's nothing worse than when someone who we know and we love, someone who we worship with, someone who attends church with us perhaps, speaking things, and we find deceit and whispering and things being spoken about us or said about us. Now sometimes we will create things that aren't even there. But But there's nothing worse than that seed of discord. And you might have been someone who's sown that seed. Or you might be someone who's received that negative comment, or been on the blunt end of that negative comment. Maybe something was said and you're the one who's spoken negatively about. Guard your mouth. Your heart, your goal should be to be a reconciler, a lover of people, a mender, a healer, not a destroyer. Guard your mouth. I'm going to pick this up tomorrow. This is too much really in this for one day. But thanks for joining me today. And God bless you. Again, we'll pick this up tomorrow and we'll go from there. Thanks. Bye-bye.